What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay. We're here with ICP Finals going against Cherry Mancake in his Philadelphia Male Medals. We're here. We're in the finals. We're going up against, like I said, Cherry. It's unfortunate because it is a rematch, and in the regular season, we did win. And unfortunately, he had recording issues and stuff. So I think it sucks because I hate rematches, and I always feel like I have the underhand. Going into rematches, so we'll see how we can do here. I'm hoping we can come out with a dub. Of course, we're gonna click A, get right into it. His 6 are Raikou, Obstagoon, Salamence, Celesteela, Raikou, Obstagoon, Glow King, Salamence, Buzzwole, Celesteela. Very scary mons, very scary mons. He has no removal though aside from that Salamence, and he also has no hazards, which is very good for us. So he also has no Mudsdale, which is very interesting because I thought he would opt to bring Mudsdale to kind of handle my G-Dose. He doesn't really have a switch into the Zapdos at the moment. Granted, he has like a Celesteela, he has a Glow King that could eat relatively well. So we're gonna lead off with our Zoroark and then disguise it as our Zapdos because it is a pretty good lead here. And we're just gonna do that. And depending on what he leads, we'll see what button we can click. Very nervous because it is finals, but we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time, win or lose. It's gonna be fun. Congratulations to Cherry to making it to finals. We're gonna see what we can do here. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous, excited. I'm nervous. I don't know, but we're in it. We're in it. We see Raikou. Fair enough. So Raikou comes out. He could easily Volt Switch here. Do I want him to break my disguise off rip? Not necessarily. Volt Switch is very free for him here unless he doubles. I just don't want him to break my Sash off lead. And he could go for Aura. No, he wouldn't go for Aura Sphere. He would go for a Volt move, I feel. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that right now? If I could just knock off. I feel like I don't lose anything from going Mammo. So I will go Mammo. So we're gonna keep our disguise right there. And we'll see what this thing wants to do. Aura Sphere's off rip. Fair enough. We'll see if this is Specs or not. That is Specs Raikou. Oh, it's Life Orb. Never mind. Never mind. It is Life Orb Raikou. Maybe I should have just stayed in. Ahaha. So I will just opt to get off some chip on this thing. I'm gonna stay in. We're gonna Ice Shard. Had I knocked off first and not been scared, that would have been great. But so not the best play on my part. Not the best play because we could have knocked off items, seen what it was. So that was my fault completely. I think what we do is we go out into our Zapdos and we just opt to CC. We could U-turn as well because if he does opt to switch out, which he very well could because he wants to save it, because it does kind of hurt the rest of my team. I could see that as well. I think I just opt to U-turn here. I don't think he stays in and loses his Raikou. Oh, he does opt to stay in. Oh my gosh, that sucks. That very much sucks. So I'm blundering. Not the. Well, actually, it's okay because we can go Lottie here. We can go Lottie here. A little bit of a blunder, but it's okay. Does opt to Volt Switch. Wow. Good play on Cherry's part. So very good turns for him. Tough first turn for me because I could have just knocked off. Very much should have just knocked off. What he could do is he go Selly right here. Sucks I lost my Mammo so early, but at least Raikou is very low, which is good. We could have just killed it right there, which I just should have opted to do. And just close combated. Because then we don't have to worry about it. But it only has like one Life Orb hit left in it, I think. Which is cool. And if we can get rocks up, then it's essentially dead. Ooh, first turn, I should have just knocked. I was trying to preserve it for Glow King, which was stupid. So, yeah, because I just lost Mammo, and that's really big. Because Mammo was very good for Glow King, very good for Salamence, so The nerves. The nerves. That sucks. Hopefully we'll be able to bring it back. We're not out of it, but it does suck that we did lose Mamo, because losing Mamo is not very bueno. Not very bueno at all. So this thing comes out. That's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. Lan. Come on. Come on. Please, 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 please. Thank you. I think we just Calm Mind on this thing. Then we just have to Calm Mind, see what this thing wants to do. Depending on how defensive it is, we should just be able to two-shot this thing. After one Calm Mind. And we do have our berry, which is cool. We did take a Volt Switch, but it is okay. I should have just close combated. I guess it was risky for him because he didn't know what play I'd go for, but at the same time, I just didn't think he would opt to sack it right there. I guess, I mean, but hindsight's 2020, and I really wish I just knocked with my Zoroark instead of being scared, because it's Focus Sash lead for a reason, right? I didn't want to lose my Focus Sash lead. Oh, that's my own fault. We'll see what this thing wants to do. I don't know if this is Lan or if it's him thinking. I'm really hoping it's him thinking instead of it being a Lan issue, which would very much suck. Please. Please. Please, Lan. It's making me nervous. So we're going to Calm Mind here. We're going to see what this thing is going to do. We're going to boost our mental state and, you know, up our mental health, which is lovely. You love to see it. We're going to see what he wants to do here. Ops to Ice Beam. Okay. Shouldn't do too much. Doesn't do too much. We'll pop our berry, which is good. Fortunately, we don't have Recover. So what I can do right here, I think I just want to go for a Mystical Fire. Or do I just opt to go for a Psyshock? Could go Mystical Fire, could go Psyshock. Then I just opt to go for a Psyshock. See how much we can do to this thing. Does withdraw. Who do we see? Raikou. Okay, nice. So at least we get rid of the Raikou. That's good. So we get rid of the Raikou, which is great. If I had Recover on Lottie, I feel like we'd be in a really good spot. If Obstagoon comes in, only problem is I don't know if it's Scarf or not. That is like the biggest problem. Is that I don't know if it's Scarf. So Raikou's gone, Mamo's gone. That's okay. The trade is somewhat okay. So Raikou's very scary. Helios Swole. Oh, Helios! It's Helios! Let's go! This thing very much could be Scarf. He go for Ice Punch very freely right here. I also go for Leech Life. But like, if he goes for Ice Punch and I go into Zapdos, that really, really sucks. Zapdos, Buzzwole, Choice Scarf, Adamant Choice Scarf, Ice Punch. Ice Punch does a lot, and like I could knock it out with Brave Bird, but I would die. So I think I could go into Zoroark here as well, and then go ahead and I think that would be the best play to get a clean switch out into Rotom or Zapdos. That way I'm not taking a buttload with my Rotom and I can easily get up a Reflect. I think that's the best, like, because if it's not Scarf, then we can see. And if it is Scarf, we'll get confirmation. So we're going to use our Sash here. Fortunately, we don't get to use it for Glow King. But at least we get to use it for this. We'll see what he wants to do. Leech Life. Okay. So I could have won the Zapdos. So there's Sash. That's fine. We're going to see our Zoroark, our Hisuian Zoroark. Little did you know. Woohoo! And we're going to opt to Flamethrower. Because if it's Scarf, then it's Scarf. It is Scarf. Okay, good to know. He doesn't have a Brave Bird versus outside of Celesteela. And I could U-turn. I'm just going to Brave Bird now. Helios is there. We know it's Scarf, 100%. So we go right into Zapdos. Can't go Rotom. Have to go Zapdos. If it wasn't Scarf, then maybe we could go Rotom. But even then, we're not offensive Rotom, so we don't have speed. So we're going to 100% just going to Brave Bird right here. 100% just going to Brave Bird. We have no reason to not Brave Bird here. If he overplays, that'd be great. Does withdraw. There's a Baymax. We're gonna Brave Bird here. Get some chip on it. We'll see if it's lefties or not. If it's lefties, that's good, because then it's not like a sweeper set. That still does a lot of damage. Does a lot of damage. We don't see lefties, so it could be set up. So this thing is a little bit scary. A little bit scary. If he Meteor Beams here, that sucks. Because losing Rotom is tough. But Brave Bird did a lot, so we see that it's offensive. Do I want to lose my Rotom here, or do I want to opt to go out into my Latios? I think I have to... do I opt to go into my Lati? Because like breaking down the Glow-King is very hard for my team right now. I lost both things. Like losing Mammo was really bad. I could opt to go Rotom. I think I have to go Rotom. Because Lottie's still like good. And it was really tough. Losing Mammo like that was really bad. Which makes the rest of the game tough, which is not really good. That's not good at all. There's the Atomize. If I had Light Screen, it'd be good. I opted to be Pain Split. I Rotom here. It can't outspeed my Zapdos, which is good. Like close combat could. I think we just opt to hit this thing with Hydro Pump to try to get it in range. I'm using a lot of time. There's a Giga Drain. Okay, fair. And get some health back as well, which really sucks. And opt to Hydro Pump, which is nice. Alright, cool. He's chipping me down is the only problem. I could Pain Split as well. Boop, we got Post-Com J right here. Simply, this is cool because I get to break down some of the plays in my thought process here, because I thought it was very important, because I didn't voice it in my escapades going on right here. Because, you know, tunnel vision and just the nerves and the not optimal plays that how I played in the beginning had me shooketh here, questioning all my plays and right here. So as you can see, I have to go for a Pain Split here because I'm thinking, well, if the Celesteela can Giga Drains again, I will be able to keep it low and not proc its weakness policy, which I was very concerned about and just very nervous. But as you see, he goes for Earthquake, which is not good for me, because then I still am fearing it, so I just opt to click Reflect, which was not the best of plays. I should have just, in this scenario, I think I always Volt Switch, because as you see, we do live, and even if we proc the weakness policy, I do believe Volt Switch would have kept this Celesteela down in range of my Choice Scarf Zapdos to KO with close combat, which would have been good. But I opted not to make that because I was very scared for some reason of proccing the weakness policy, despite knowing my Zapdos has sped, and if I keep it in range of close combat, then it doesn't really matter too much, because we know it's offensive Selly. But clearly, instead of doing that, I end up trading 2 Mons for that one Mon being Celesteela, and I'm trading my Rotom and my Latios for the Celesteela, which is not very optimal, because I think had I just made the plays of Volt Switching, going Zap, obviously Lottie would be at a higher health, would not end up taking damage here at all. As you see, we do take a Flash Cannon as we opt to Calm Mind because we know we can live. Another one, see, but then my Lottie's down and I don't have Recover, so that's really, really not good. So I have to lose my Lottie here, which is very unfortunate. And so that's just not very optimal plays, and I just want to break that down because I thought it was important, because I want to, you know, it's always good to live and learn, and as you can see, we're learning what to do, what not to do, and also just the one thing that lingered over me as I consistently say throughout the video is like, oh god, I shouldn't have let Mammo down, because like I let my Mammo go down so early, like turn 2, and it was brutal on my psyche and throughout the battle. So it is what it is. But as you can see, the weakness policy does proc on the Selly as we thought it would be. It's always hard to predict the Selly set, but I was just being extra cautious for no reason, I feel. And it's always good to break that down. But I'm gonna get up out your hair, and then you guys get back to the battle. That's gonna be keep saying it, but it's really tough to come back from. losing Mammo like that. I mean, granted, like Zapdos can kind of win by itself, kind of. Like, because we outspeed this Celesteela 100%. Like, if it's timid, +2. Yeah, we 100% outspeed. We have to lock ourselves in a Brave Bird here. Yep, so we outspeed here. Alright, so cool, that thing's gone. Oh boy. Oh, really should have just knocked turn 1. That's all I had to do was knock. Alright, but if I had Recover on Lottie right there, I think we could have ran away with it a little bit. Because you go Buzzwole, because eventually you go Buzzwole. But, I mean, what can you expect? What can you expect? Oh, that so sucks. I should have just put Recover. Oh, it was so tough. I hate, like, 50-50s in prep are the worst. They are the absolute worst. It's so hard because you're scared of so many things, and then you, like, you know. So this thing comes out. So I don't really have a switch into at the moment. Kinda am forced to go U. Actually, I don't know if yeah, losing. Oh my god, I'm so upset. So upset because I come all this way and I just throw. That was such a bad. Jay. Oh, okay, so the Ice Beams. We might be able to live this. We don't live it. Unfortunate. So we'll go into our Heat Train here because we kind of have to. Yeah. I'm very disappointed. That sucks. Oh, you have a Sash Lead, do Sash Lead things. Moral of the story. I will just opt to Earthquake here. I'm gonna Earthquake. Good damage. I'm gonna Ice Beam, break my thing. Reflect does wear off, unfortunately. I think what I will do is I will Stone Edge on the off chance he wants to go out into his Ments. Right over here on the off chance he wants to go into his Buzzwole. And I'll Stone Edge. Because I think he would go Ments. Goes on to Goon. Okay, interesting. See, custom Goon. We're gonna Stone Edge here. That's some decent damage. There's the burn. I think that's gonna be our season. Because he could not, you know, he has to CC. I gotta stay in it. I'm gonna do it. Make the play into my guy because he can't knock off. I think he has to CC. Or he could just Facade. No, he's not gonna Facade. I think he has to CC. If he Facades, then he got me. Close combat. Okay, cool. Zapdos to an Obstagoon. -1 defense. U-turn will KO from here. So I have no reason not to do that. A U-turn. Gotta stay in it. Gotta do it. Those will draw. Super Dingo, that's gonna be this thing. So we're gonna U-turn. Nice. Alright, so that's cool. Yeah, if I just played my Mammo better, we would be in a really good spot. Because then Mammo just puts on so much pressure on his team and wouldn't have to be on the back foot. Oh boy. Alright, so we're in with our Heatran. Overheat would kill the Goon, for sure. Won't kill this thing. I think we do opt to Overheat though. Because if I EQ, I don't think he has Scald. I think he would have went for it over an Ice Beam. Does he go on into Ments? If he goes on to Ments, that kind of sucks as well, but we could get good chip on it. So I will just Overheat here. Does will draw. Okay, who do we see? The Goons. Okay, cool. So at least we get a KO on this. That's nice. So Obstacle is down. Special attack harshly falls, but that's okay. It's okay, that's okay. So Goon is gone. I guess Salamence would come out. Elo Swole. Alright, so Heatran. It's in versus Buzzwole. If it Choice Scarf. Close combat will nuke me. Because he could Ice Punch, right? He could Ice Punch and then I for sure will lose if I do that double. But I feel like he has no reason to not close combat here. Because then he can just switch out. Can we... Because if he has... Hold up. -2. We can still kill the Buzzwole. Close combat would kill me. Then I'm gonna overheat. Then I just do it. Does up to close combat. That's unfortunate. Can we get a... It doesn't matter. I just Brave Bird. Doesn't matter for a Flame Body burn at all. Well, we got it. That's cool. That's cool. If I went into... I think I should have... If I went into Zapdos there, maybe. But even that, I feel like having... I don't know. I should have just... I wonder if I went into that would have made a difference. Because I feel like the problem is like having that full health Salamence back there. Because if he EQs my Heatran, I think I just died. We'll Brave Bird here. It's our only best play to do. And it really sucks that I lost my Mamo here. Unless Zapdos can like crit all the Brave Birds in the world right here. So we're gonna Brave Bird. I'm gonna kill the Buzzwole, which is cool. Buzzwole does go down. I blame myself, obviously, for my little nerves. My little nerves, unless he's like Intimidate Salamence. And I don't take any Brave Bird recoil. That'd be great. But I guess I should have just swapped out and went into my bird. And then Brave Birded, because then he had no switch in. Should have just done that and tried to continually do it. I guess that was the only thing. Because then maybe now we would have a chance. But even like my Zapdos is so low, I don't know if I'd be able to, I'd have to get chip on, I'd have to KO Gloking with Heatran. Or maybe, yeah, I should have just won Zapdos then. That's still a hard read to make either way. Because we're just going to Brave Bird here. And that's going to be our season, because I think we're just going to straight up die from recoil. If not, we're just going to die to this Gloking, because Gloking for sure will live. And it's very sad. Very sad. We had a great season though. Yeah, if you have a Sash Lead, just do Sash Lead things. I should have just knocked turn 1. Because then if I just knock turn 1, there's no Life Orb. And then I can easily go out into Mamo. I can go out into Lottie. There's a lot of things I can do. And we're just going to die from recoil. And we're going to lose to Cherry. So congrats, Cherry, on being ICP champion. Really, really proud of you, bud. Really, really can go show some love to him on his side for sure. Very well deserved. A very scary team. Of course, I am a little bit upset with my play here because it is finals and you want to have optimal play. And I don't think I had optimal play the first few turns just because I was scared. And there was no reason. It was a Sash Lead. You do Sash Lead things. So not upset. I mean, upset that I lost, but we had a great season nonetheless. And, you know, we made it to finals back to back, which is awesome. But without further ado, make sure if you guys did like this video, leave a thumbs up down below. And if you are new, make sure to go ahead and subscribe and click that notification bell if you want more of this content. But without further ado, I am your boy Jay. I'm going to get about here and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.